friends, get ready. We have many projects all to do with candles from Dollar Tree. I am so excited. And stay to the end because I show you how I do my special little print on tissue paper. I'll show you how to do it. It's so much fun. I can't wait for you to see all these projects. They're exciting. And yes, there's holiday ones in there, so don't fret. And there's other ones too, so it's for everyday and holiday. Yay! Anyways, hey, friends, it's Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy. If you didn't know, and if you did, thanks for coming back. All right, let's get to the projects. All right, so I've got these 2-ply napkins from Dollar General. They were $2. Yeah, I splurged. Right? I know. And I get it down to 1 ply. But look at how pretty they are. Can you blame me? These napkins are beautiful. And I showed the package because it says 2-ply. If you're ever curious about getting it down to 1 ply, that way you're not trying to get it all figured out. Anyways. All right. So I have these tapered candles. I got them from Michael's. I think they were 90% off at the end of the season. And I'm just going to measure out, just put the candle on and roll it so that you know about how wide to make it. And now what I'm going to do is put my candle on my napkin, and I'm going to make the napkin, make sure that it's just really close to your candle. And now I've got a heat gun, and do this safely, please. And I'm just melting the candle underneath that napkin, and the napkin is actually going to just absorb right into the candle. Does that sound crazy? It is crazy awesome. I know. So, but you see how I'm just doing, and it looks like I'm right on top of my candle with my heat gun. I'm not. It's definitely at least an inch away, and I'm moving it just to make sure that we don't get any hot spots. But see how I'm doing the first part just to kind of get it adhered so that we can cut off the excess. I'm not good at cutting. I've told you before, I can't cut a straight line for anything. It's okay. I do other things well, so I'm not too worried about it. But then, okay, so then the excess is cut off, and now we're going to just keep going. So what I do is I do a little bit and I roll, or do a little bit more heat, roll, just so that the whole thing is adhered and melted in. It's really not rocket science. It just takes some time, and it takes some effort. Effort as in watch what you're doing, don't burn yourself, that kind of stuff. I have seen people use their parchment paper and an iron. If you can do that without hurting yourself, great. There is no way I could do that. But see how when I get it all adhered and I wind up rolling it under my hands, and then I'll go over and do it one more time where I'll get it nice and kind of melted, and then I'll roll it again just to make sure everything is adhered and inside that candle wax instead of pulling up. So there's that. Look at already, look how pretty that looks. Oh, I do sand off the edges. Do it really lightly. I'm trying not to get it so that I don't want it to be, gouged. And then I just really gently do the top. I do one more heat and one more roll just to make sure that I didn't pull anything up when I sanded it. And that is, friends, that's it. I mean, I did 2 of them. But what I did here is this is a Dollar Tree tapered candle holder. And all I'm doing is I have an old candle that I'm melting, put some of that wax on the bottom, and then I put my new candle in that, and then I let it dry, and then it adheres and it stays in there because these were just a little bit too loosey-goosey for my taste. But look at how pretty. Now, do I burn them? No, we don't burn candles in my house, so they're just decorative for me. If you were to burn them, I would be very mindful. Candles are fire hazards in and of themselves, but add a napkin to that and it might be a little bit worse. So just be mindful. All right, so the first question I got often was where I got my candles. I got mine at Michael's, but you could get them at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, any craft store. The next question was my little iron. I got mine at Walmart. It's a cute little steaming iron. It's adorable, super cheap, and it was one of the best things I've ever bought. Another question is my napkins. I usually get them at Hobby Lobby, but you can get them at Dollar Tree, Michael's, all the things. Next, wax paper or parchment paper. First question was, listen, there is no difference between the Dollar Tree wax paper and regular. Okay, I'm just letting you know that now. All right, so I do the napkin down to 1 ply. I measure it and I cut out what, however long or wide your candle is. I just cut it out. Done. Then I wrap the napkin around our candle Ta-da. And look at how close I got this time. What? I know. Now we're going to use parchment paper first because, again, this was a question of whether you should use one or the other. So I make sure that my ends are together the way I want. There are no wrinkles in the napkin. And then I wrap the parchment paper around, just like we did with the wax paper. We're going to wrap it around the candle. And I'm trying to get it really close and really tight. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to iron it. Now listen, this part is doubled. So this could be one reason why I didn't have an issue. But I'm going to tell you right now, the parchment paper was awesome. Like, look, you see how much I'm doing? Like, look at that. I did do the one ply just to show the difference. I did not get nearly as much wax on my little iron than I usually would with the wax paper. Like, look at, I'm going over it and over it and over it, and there wasn't much wax at all. And the other bonus thing that happened was the parchment paper comes right off. So if you're seeing this for the first time, you're going to iron it all the way around, right? But look at it, just comes right off of that parchment paper. Look at how pretty this is. Oh, I love it so much. This lemon napkin I got from Hobby Lobby, and I love it. All right, another question. Where did I get my little sanding block? This is from Dollar Tree. It's a regular sanding block, but it came with a handle. Can you believe that? I love it. I'm so excited about it. I sand off the top of the napkin just because I'm never perfect with how I measure it. And there it is. Here's the second one, and I'm going to use the wax paper and I'm going to show you the difference. Again, I didn't measure the length of the, or the width, whatever, but same process. I wrapped it in wax paper and I'm going to go around in same process. And it got my iron, like, look at my iron. I have to keep wiping it off. It's messy, but we're still, look at, this is when we go to take the wax paper off. It just completely adhered, which it makes sense. It's wax. It's going to do that. And it's not the end of the world. It didn't rip my napkin off. It took just a second. But if you're looking at the differences between parchment paper and wax paper, I'm a fan of the parchment all day long. This is also another way you can use the bottom. Instead of sanding, I just put my wax paper or parchment paper over the bottom and then just iron it again. But I like sanding the top. Ta-da! Look at how pretty they are. Now, the other question was burning it. Can you burn it? Now, remember, we made these candles. This is the first time I did the ironing with these candles. So I figured I'd light one and let it go. I don't normally burn candles. I let this puppy go for hours and hours and hours. Excuse me. I let it go for so long and it was fine. It was fine. But again, if you're going to burn the candle, make sure you do it with care. That's all. All right. Friends, stay with me. I was making a cool fall trio. If nothing else, this project is going to show you I'm no quitter. So I took some cinnamon sticks from Dollar Tree and I cut them in half. And now I'm going to glue them on this little LED pillar candle. Look at how cute, right? And just keep going all the way around. Now, at one point, I do kind of like measure up to see, what one will fit. Like, is it too tall, too short, whatever. Don't be too fussy about it. But, I was really excited. I was like, this project's going perfect. I can't wait to do the bigger one because this is brilliant and people are going to just love me. Yeah, just wait till this next one. Oh, Lordy be. Anyways, so go all the way around. This is the one that worked. Just so you know. And the last one, you might have to just, turn it on its side or whatever, but it's so rustic and cool that it doesn't matter. It's not going to make a big difference, right? And then I took some small jute from Dollar Tree and I wrapped it around it a few times, tied it in a double knot, and then I tied it in a bow. And oh my word, I am loving it. Like, look at, how cute is this? How adorable is this? It screams fall and rustic and all the things. So of course I have to make more. So I have these big cinnamon sticks from Dollar Tree and I got this, I'm measuring out my candle. It's 4 inches. So I want to make sure that I cut my cinnamon sticks to 4 inches. And that's what I'm doing here. Now, keep in mind, I got this big candle. It's an LED candle, battery operated, and I got it from Michael's. Okay. It is a wax coated. That's the key word there, friends, wax coated. So I, in my brilliance, think, let's hot glue like we did the last one. Well, friends, I know you're laughing right now, right? You know my folly, right? Like, it's wax. It's not going to stick, you silly one. So, well, of course, let's try more wax more glue because Why wouldn't I, right? Aw. Of course it didn't work. It's wax. It was ridiculous. So then I had this bright idea. Hey, let's instead, and look at this is what happens. It gets all goopy and nasty, whatever. So then I thought, let's melt it a little bit and see if we could stick the cinnamon stick on that way. Yeah, no, that didn't work either. So then I was like, okay, you'd think a house full of children I'd have more rubber bands. I don't. I had this cool little thing, but I had this brainstorm. I'm like, I am not giving up on this project. So I put this little rubber band thing around, and then I just put all of my cinnamon sticks around that. And then I took a piece of jute and I tied it really tight just to hold them together. Friends, it worked. Again, I am no quitter. I was determined to make this project work. So then after that, I tied the jute on, and then I tied this ribbon on. Loved it. Then I had this last big pillar one, and I was like, I'm not messing with this. We are going to wrap a piece of ribbon around it and tie jute around that and call it a day. But friends, let me just say, look at how cool this looks at night. And then this is what it looks like. All right, so I'm using dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I also have some white glitter. I got mine from Michael's, and I'm using this glass, what's it called? Candle from Dollar Tree. I also have this retro wrapping paper that I got from Tractor Supply. And I just measure out how long the candle is on it, and then I cut it out. Now, if I were to do this again, I would probably cut down the wrapping paper a little bit more, so it didn't wrap on itself, but whatever. So then I put a little bit of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the glass. I don't do the whole thing. I only do it in pieces just so that I have more control of it. And then I put a little bit more on, and I roll a little bit more. Then I put a little bit more on, see how we do it. And I'm doing this all the way to the bottom, and I leave a little space at the top just because if you do want to use this as an actual candle, you want to make sure that you reduce as much of the overage so you're not having a even greater fire risk. So there's that. Ta-da. But you see how it kind of hangs over. You want to smooth it out, but you see how it went over and overlapped itself a little bit more than I normally would do. And that's where you get a lot of wrinkles. So, in hindsight, I probably would cut that down a little bit, but listen, I'm not mad because you're not going to believe how awesome this comes out. All right. So then I just sand off the bottom edge. I had a little bit of an overhang. Easy peasy. Then I put another layer of dishwasher safe Mod Podge on top of our wrapping paper. And then I'm going to get our glitter. And you'll see on the table, I have a piece of parchment paper and I fold it in half because that's going to be our funnel to put away our glitter after. So all I'm going to do is put the Mod Podge on, and then we're going to add the glitter. And I'm just, pouring it on, tapping it off, pour on some more. We didn't do the very bottom, so the bottom is easy enough to, you can set it straight on the table and you don't have to worry about it. But I tap it off a little bit, turn it around, make sure that you get all the parts. Look at how cute this is. Stop it. Oh, it brings me back to 1982. Anyway, so here's what I was talking about before, where you could just use your parchment paper as a funnel. It works like a dream. Love it. Now you let it dry for many hours, and then I'm using a really soft brush, and I'm just brushing off the glitter. Now, could you do a top coat? Yes, but it is going to change the way that glitter looks, and it's not going to look all frosty like the retro candles do. So this is just an option for you. You could do another layer of glitter if you want. Again, more layers of glitter means that you're not going to see that retro wrapping paper underneath. And I will be honest with you, friends, I usually don't do Christmas until after Thanksgiving. But Tractor Supply has this paper right now, and I would hate for you to miss it. So I'm telling you about it now. I added a cute little bow. This is a bow. I think the ribbon I got it, I don't know, Target, whatever. But look at how cute it is. Look at it. I couldn't decide. And then I put it in this cute little candle holder. Stop it. And yes, I'll show you how to make that coming soon. All right, so I have some cardstock, and then I'm going to use some tissue paper. I cut down my tissue paper so that I can cover my cardstock. I use a lot of tape, but you want to make sure that you're going to adhere that to the tissue paper to the cardstock so that none of it gets pulled up when you put it through your printer, because that's what we're going to do next. So see how I'm just folding over the edges and I'm putting tape on it. Is there an easier way to do it? Probably. I just didn't have time to figure it out. But then I printed these graphics that I made in Canva, and then I just cut the cardstock and the tissue paper, and it comes right off. And look at, I did 3 different designs. Now I have these candles. I got them from Dollar General, and one of them I got from Dollar Tree. Look at how fun this is, though. Look at that graphic. I just love it. So we're going to put it on our candle. See, we're just matching up the sizing. That's all we're doing right now is just sizing. Now this one from Dollar Tree has some nubbies and it's got like a design. So that might trip us up. I don't know. I have some parchment paper and a heat safe surface. And see how I put, now this is only if you don't want to get wax on your hands. I prefer looking at it and seeing it. So I'm using my heat gun and I'm just putting heat over it so that the tissue paper melts into the candle. How fun, right? And then I'm just kind of rolling it back and forth just to make sure that it really gets in there. Again, I prefer doing it without the parchment paper, but if you don't like that sensation of wax on your hands, or if you want to protect your surface, which is a really good idea, then I would use parchment paper. And you see how my craft room is wicked cold today. So you can see though that it melts and then it dries really fast because obviously it's cold. But anyway, see how I'm just going to roll it just to make sure that it adheres. And I just keep doing that until I feel like it's fully in the wax. Stop it. Look how pretty this is. Now, if you have any overage, then I just use a sanding block, and I sand off the excess. This one says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." Look how cute. And it didn't even wrap around the entirety of the candle. I just did a square. And so I did the same process. Melt it on there, roll it a little bit, make sure that I sand off the excess, and stop. Look at how cool this is. I love it. Now, listen, I don't burn candles in my house. These are just for decoration. If you like to burn candles, then obviously you got to be careful with this, right? I mean, come on. This is a no-brainer, right? Well, maybe it is a brainer. I don't know. I don't burn candles. So, I don't know if it's a fire hazard or not. It's just pretty. Now, this is the Dollar Tree candle that has all of the like decoration pieces in it. It's like got nubbies. So see how it kind of made it a little bit wonky, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty. I still like it. It's still usable, but just keep that in mind. If you get some candles and they have any decoration on it, yeah. And side note, benefit of me, I'm an 80s kid and I love wax on my hands. But anyways, look at how pretty these are. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. They are so much fun. And now we're ready for our holiday table. You could put them on a counter. You could put them on like a mantle. Oh, I love them so much. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for watching. And I hope this inspires you.